Yes, sir. What's up, MDB fam? We back with another video. Today we're talking about the Denver Nuggets, what their roster is looking like, what the starting lineup will be, what the bench rotations will be, and stuff like that. So we're gonna break it down into four topics. First topic's gonna be who's on the roster. Second topic's gonna be what will the starting lineup look like. Third topic will be what will the bench rotations look like, and the fourth topic's gonna be what are the strengths and weaknesses of this Nuggets team. Before I get into it, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. We do new NBA videos every single week, so without any more delay, let's get into it. So we're gonna do a topic number one: who's on the roster. So couple new faces, couple faces missing. So Will Barton's on the team, as you guys know. Bull. I expect a big season for Bull. There was a preseason game yesterday. He actually only got 6 minutes. I've seen a couple Nuggets fans were a bit disappointed with that, but we'll see what happens as the season progresses. We got Facundo Campazzo. He's a new addition to the team. Mike Malone spoke very highly of him, said that he has a lot of heart. He's known for his playmaking. I'll show you guys a quick video of him so you can see kind of like what to expect from him. This is like a highlight reel. So this is Campazzo right here. He's a point guard. He played for Real Madrid. They call him the Magician. So just want to show you guys some quick highlights, what you could expect from him. A lot of people expect him to be a fan favorite for the Nuggets. He's only 5'11", but his playmaking should more than make up for it, and his speed. Like, look at that. That's a behind-the-back pass. That shit was crazy, bro. So, yeah, that was just to give you guys a taste of Campazzo. So, that's what Nuggets fans can expect from him. Then we got Vlatko Cancar. We got PJ Dozier. He had a great season. Well, I was going to say he had a great season in the bubble, but not necessarily. But he definitely stepped up when the Nuggets needed him to. Jamychal Green, the Nuggets signed him in free agency. RJ Hampton, the Nuggets traded for him during the offseason. He's a point guard / shooting guard with a lot of speed, very explosive. His jump shot is developing. I think as his jump shot continues to develop, it'll lead to him getting more minutes. But for now, he'll only play spot minutes with the Nuggets. Gary Harris, I'm expecting a much better season this year for Gary Harris. Like if we look at Gary Harris's last season, last year Gary Harris shot 33% from three, 42% from the field. His career averages are 45 and 36, so it wasn't his best season last year. He's had better seasons. Like 2 seasons ago, 2017-18 was one of his best seasons. He shot 48%. 39% the year before that, 50%, 42%. I'm mainly looking at the field goal and three-point percentage because that's the main thing you want from Gary Harris is three-point shooting and defensive ability. You want him to get some steals here and there, some blocks when he can. So stuff like that. I'm looking for Gary Harris to have a bounce-back season this year. So they have Gary Harris, Isaiah Hartenstein. I don't know who the fuck that is. Marcus Howard. They drafted him. I think he's a point guard, a young point guard. He's supposed to be pretty good. Nikola Jokic, you guys all know the Jokic, the Joker. Paul Millsap, so he actually stayed with the Nuggets for, I think they signed him to a MLE deal, so probably around $10 million for the year, which is a pretty good price to be paying Paul Millsap as he is entering the older age of his career. Monte Morris, they just signed Monte to a deal. It might be a 2-year deal or it might be a 4-year deal. I think it's 2 years though. Jamal Murray, he had a breakout season in the bubble. I expect him to break out even more this season. Jamal Murray even could potentially be on the All-Star team. It's going to be tough. As a point guard, you're going to be going up against guys like Luka, John Morant, Damian Lillard, Stephen Curry in the West for that, James Harden for that All-Star spot. But I think he definitely has an outside chance of getting it. Zeke Nnaji is a forward center that the Nuggets drafted this year. He's going to be getting some backup 5 minutes. Michael Porter Jr. We all know Michael Porter Jr. Greg Whittington. I have no idea who the fuck that is. I think that's a rookie. So that's the roster. Now we're going to move into topic number 2, which is what is the starting lineup going to be? So according to ESPN, the starting lineup is going to be Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, Michael Porter Jr., Paul Millsap, and Nikola Jokic. Me, for the most part, I do agree with that starting lineup. I think Jamal Murray will play the 1, Gary Harris will play the 2, MPJ will play the 3, Millsap will play the 4, Jokic will play the 5. The only thing I see being different sometimes is sometimes you might see Will Barton start ahead of Michael Porter Jr., and that's only if Michael Porter Jr.'s defense is becoming such a liability that he can no longer start. But I do think that Mike Malone wants to start him to start the season just to get him some experience under his belt. Like if we look at yesterday's game, the Nuggets lost by 2 to the Warriors. Did Steph play? Yeah, so Steph played. But the lineup that they started was the same lineup that ESPN predicted. So Jamal Murray at the 1, Gary Harris at the 2, Paul Millsap at the 4, Jokic at the 5, Michael Porter at the 3. You can see that these guys all got some minutes off the bench. So for the bench rotations, I'm thinking that Monte Morris will be the backup point guard. He'll come on for Jamal Murray. Facu will be the backup shooting guard. He'll come on for Gary Harris. Will Barton will be the backup 3. He'll come on for Michael Porter Jr. Jamychal Green, he'll be the backup 4/5. So expect Jamychal Green to get minutes at the 4 and 5. Expect Will Barton to get minutes at the 3 and the 2. And expect Facu to get minutes at the 1 and the 2. He's mainly a 1, but I think because Monte Morris is on the team that you're going to see Facu playing a lot of 2. He's only 5'11", but we've seen Van Vliet, who's also like about 6 feet tall. He plays the shooting guard and he plays starting shooting guard. So I think Facu Campazzo will be more than able to play backup shooting guard against some less talented shooting guards, some less athletic shooting guards. So yeah, so that's what the bench lineup is looking like. They got Paul Millsap listed as the backup center, but I think it's going to be more so like guys like Isaiah Hartenstein, Zeke Nnaji, Bol getting some backup 5 minutes, and Jamychal Green will be playing the backup 4 and 5 as well. So Bol, he's going to get most of his minutes at the backup 4 and the backup 3. Sometimes he'll be playing backup 5, but he needs to put on some more muscle before he can consistently play backup 5. So you're going to see Bol getting most of his minutes at the backup 4 and the backup 3. In terms of Vlatko Cancar, he's going to play some backup 3. RJ Hampton, he's going to get minutes at the backup 1, backup 2. So that's pretty much the bench rotations for the squad. Now we're going to get into the fourth and final topic, which is what are the strengths and weaknesses of this team. Strengths for sure is offense. Everyone in the starting lineup has great offensive ability. Paul Millsap, Jokic, Michael Porter, Gary Harris, Jamal Murray. So the offense is going to be one of the top 10 offenses in the NBA, in my opinion. The defense, that's a bit of an area of concern for the Nuggets, because out of this starting lineup, only 2 people have better than league average defense, and that's Gary Harris and Paul Millsap. Jamal Murray, not necessarily known for his defense. Jokic, definitely not known for his defense, and Michael Porter Jr. is known as a defensive liability for the Nuggets. So defense is an area of weakness for this starting lineup for sure. Even on the bench, area of weakness that I can see is height. Facu is only 5'11". Will Barton, I believe he's only like 6'5" or something like that. Will Barton. Yeah, Will Barton is 6'5". So at this 3, you're undersized. At the 2, you're undersized. Monte Morris is probably like 6 feet tall, if I had to guess. Monte Morris, he's 6'2", so he's appropriately sized. Jamychal Green, he's appropriately sized. Then you have Hartenstein, Bol, and Zeke Nnaji, who will be playing the 5. So the bench lineup is a bit short. That's an area of weakness. But you have a lot of playmaking on the bench. Monte Morris is a great playmaker. Facu is a great playmaker. So I think you're going to see a lot of good playmaking off the bench. A lot of good playmaking on the starting lineup as well with Jokic and Jamal Murray. So the strengths of this team, I would say, is their offense, their three-point shooting, and their playmaking. The weaknesses of this team, I would say, is their defense and probably their rebounding. I feel like rebounds are going to be hard to come by with this lineup. Paul Millsap, not necessarily known for his rebounds at this age, but Jokic, he can definitely average at least 10 rebounds a game. So rebounds is a bit of an area of concern for the Nuggets, but in general, the strengths are offense, playmaking, shooting. Weaknesses are height, length, and defense. At least that's my opinion. Nuggets fans, let me know how you guys feel about the Nuggets going into this season. I think that the Nuggets are a team that can finish top 4 in the West for sure. They're going to be competitive this season just as they were last year. Hopefully we can see them get back to the conference finals. They did lose some guys. They lost Craig, they lost Grant, they lost Plumlee, but they made a lot of new additions as well. So we'll see what the Nuggets can do this season. I'm looking forward to see what they can do. Hopefully they can get back to the conference finals. Anyways, I'm not going to drag this video on any longer. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. We do new NBA videos every week. If you guys are interested in other lineups for other teams, I've done the Raptors, the Celtics, the Lakers, the Warriors, the Trailblazers, the Hawks. Those videos should all be up on my channel, so check those out if you guys are interested. All right, peace.